everybody, I'm Amy from the Cauldron, and in today's episode of Dye Time I am going to be hand painting this 100% cotton vest. Now I've dyed a couple of these in previous videos and my daughter has asked for a rainbow vest, so that is what I'm doing. This vest has been pre-soaking in soda ash and water. You only really need about half an hour, but this has been pre-soaking for much longer than that. I'm not entirely sure when I set this up. The colours that I'm using today are, this one is Bougainvillea, which is a fibre reactive dye from Dyer. That one is Full Flame from Dyer, which is also fibre reactive dye. And then I'm going to go to the orange next, which is Orange Crush. All of these dyes are fibre reactive dyes and they're all from Dyer. So, and when I made up these solutions, I didn't weigh out how much dye powder I was using. I just guesstimated. Why do I keep going for the green? And I mixed it up with a little bit of warm water. This one is turquoise. And I'm not measuring the gaps in this rainbow. I'm just hoping for the best. And now we're going into lemon yellow. Now turquoise and lemon yellow are primaries, so these two won't split. I'm not expecting there to be any splits today because it's all in powder form, in liquid form, but I just find that interesting. And then here is New Emerald Green. Now this is a bit of a spreader and it just takes over, so I'm thinking I probably was a little bit generous with the reds. I tend to do this. I'm going to try leaning this more into the blue than the orange, than the yellow, because the yellow will disappear quite quick. Oops. Oh well. That is what it is. And when I was as I was saying, when I was making these liquids, I was wearing my mask and I've still got my gloves on, and the surfaces are still protected. Everything I'm using today is dedicated for dyeing. I don't use it for food. And whoops, a little bit more of the orange here, but I don't think I'm going to get rid of that green. And let's really go to town on this yellow. Hopefully this will still be pretty. I quite like how the green, you can see is sort of just spread out in little tendrils. Quite pretty. And a bit more of the turquoise here. Now I have got my surface protected with a tea towel, and this is sitting on top of cling film as well. Okay, so I'm going to, now I've painted the top, but it doesn't always go through to the bottom quite as evenly, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a massage through, hoping that will just help spread it out a bit more. Definitely cleaning my hands before going onto that yellow. That yellow is already going to have enough trouble fighting that green. I did wring this vest out as much as I could beforehand. It is what it is. It's still a rainbow. And it's a very pretty rainbow. And there we go. Hopefully that's gone through quite nicely to the other side. I really like this. Now, because this is fibre reactive dye and cotton, it doesn't need heat to set, it needs time. So I'm going to wrap this up in the cling film that it's on. Once I've mopped up some of this extra dye, fold over these ends. Add a little bit more of the cling film. I'm not going to squeeze this. I'm not going to roll it up. I'm just going to try leaving it as flat as possible. Let's have a little look at the other side. Yeah, it's looking pretty good now. Oh, I don't know what it looked like before, but that's looking pretty good. I'm happy with that. So now, because this is cotton, as I said, it just needs time. So I'm going to leave this for a good 2 days before we come back and wash it. This rainbow vest has been sitting out for 2 days now. So now I'm going to wash it. There will be colour coming off. So that's what happens with fibre reactive dyes and cottons. If this was a plant-based, no, if this was an animal-based fibre, that would be far too much bleeding and I would be panicking, thinking, what have I done wrong? This needs to go back on the heat with tons more acid. But I'm not panicking because this is just what happens. You need to wash out the excess dye with cottons and plant-based fibres. And it is a scary amount that comes off, but the water will lighten up. And I've just been washing it with some washing up liquid in cold tap water. But this is very pretty rainbow. I really quite like how the greens and blues have blended together in this. That new emerald green does take over everything though. Yeah, see? After just a couple of rinses, and that is already a lot clearer than it was. So what I'm going to do now is stick this in the washing machine with some towels and things I don't mind colour transferring onto. And here is the finished vest. I'm so happy with this. The colours have stayed, they've blended really nicely together. The yellow hasn't been completely taken over. I probably could have put more yellow in, sort of made the red and orange a bit smaller and really go to town on the yellow. But I think it looks great, and could have been maybe a little bit more blue, but I really like how the blue's blended with the purple here and blended with the green. I think it looks so pretty, and it looks like I managed to get rid of that green, the green that I squirted up there accidentally. Or was it that side? Maybe it was that side. It looks like there might be slightly darker patch there. Or maybe, I can't remember actually. I think I'm really happy with this. And if we look on the back, I think because I massaged the colours through, it looks pretty good on the back too. It's not faded or patchy too much. I think I love it, and my daughter's really happy with it as well. So fantastic. This worked really well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I have enjoyed making it. I publish a new video every Monday, usually around 6 PM UK time. So make sure you're subscribed and you've got notifications turned on so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you so much for watching.